first up is Ozordomu against Lixia.
So Lixia is from the Oblivion faction. We see here, this time we're going to be seeing some of the interesting spells here. Deny, expose. We haven't had the opportunity to see it earlier in the featured matches. So this one's going to be rather interesting, I think. What do you think?
The best part about Lixia is that she's a very avatar assassin focused deck. So a lot of her kit has her trying to subdue the enemy avatar as quickly as possible. Fortunately, Trump has a very strong opening here.
A good start again.
He can't attack with his avatar the first turn. And we're going to see Lixia probably wants to clear that sharpshooter over 2 turns.
A lot of heavy thinking going into this, even though there's not really that much to do this. Early on, expose is available, but it might really not needed right now.
Yeah, because most of Trump's units will probably be like 1 to 2 toughness, and expose is really good against units that are at higher health.
Oh, here we go! Already seeing a lot of damage on Lixia.
And looks like the hunter became the
Look
hunted.
at that smile.
But Lixia has an interesting trait to even the odds. If her opponent's avatar's health is above hers or equal to hers, she deals bonus damage to him.
He's weighing whether to kill the sharpshooter or...
And this is a good move because Lixia has a Kindle Sprite to actually a Sprite of Respite to heal herself.
Perfect. This is a great move.
This is a good turn to drop that expose because...
Yeah, we're getting into more powerful cards.
He's feeling confident that it might not be yet.
He didn't actually end up using it though.
Trump might actually want to go for leadership here to unlock the potential of all of his cards.
Yeah.
And actually Trump has a subdue turn here. If he clears the Sprite...
Oh, he's going for overcharge.
Going for overcharge already. He sees the opportunity to subdue the enemy avatar here. With 4 damage.
There we go. There we go. The dash.
Fairly early, already on turn 3.
A lot of damage, and that's it. The avatar is down. Turns out the healing didn't really help out that much.
Now Trump won't have to bother himself with some pesky ambushes coming from Corrupted. And Corrupted just has to drop a unit just to be a blocker to these 2 pesky stingers.
Oh.
These stingers by themselves aren't really that dangerous, but once they start hitting the avatar, they're very painful.
Yeah, as we already have seen. He managed to preserve his avatar for 1 turn, but there was no escaping it. And the trade.
Yeah, Trump trading some of his health to get rid of the 1-2.
And he can still drop a unit as well.
If he's trying to drop something for 3, or he's gonna get in the...
Oh
no. Because an option here is to play the Megadon. I mean, he's going to lose a 1-1 in the process, but he's going to get a 6-4 with Juggernaut from the deal. It looks like he decided to go for a
leadership
bit tamer play.
Dropping in that expose.
Now that Lixia is back, she's going to use... He's still thinking about his play, because Willbender will allow him to gain control of one of Trump's units. we'll see what he decides to do with this. He has a lot of very powerful forward drops here.
Yeah. But obviously, he can only drop one unit. Instead, decides to clear.
Taking 2 damage, but that's not that much of damage.
Yeah, considering he's already stacking up his leadership points.
And the Exalt Warper, a very powerful unit from Oblivion. One of their strongest 4 drops, because at 4/4 for just 4 essence, it is a bit under the curve, but it has blink, and blink allows it to ignore any zone restriction, so it can attack from the left zone to the right zone in any way it wants. It still can't attack the avatar.
It also can. Blockers don't mean anything when you have blink.
Yeah, he can attack the core from anywhere. He can attack anything from anywhere.
Well, except for the avatar, of course. And now Trump here, I feel, has quite a few different options. Not sure.
He can clear the Warper by attacking with his avatar.
Yeah.
Dropping a Spark and dropping...
Cove Call here?
He actually is going to go expose really good hitting that Cove Clog.
Yeah. And...
he's going to attack it.
Yeah, taking 4 damage.
Yeah, he's valuing the life of his units way more than he values the life of his avatar right now.
And now goes the double damage from Demolish.
And he did drop to 1, but his trait allows him to heal whenever he destroys an enemy unit.
All right.
Looks like Corrupted is thinking about overcharging, but he needs that. He needs some more energy in order to use these units effectively.
There goes the Retro Knight. It's gonna clear.
Very good clear, because that catapult presented a significant portion of damage.
Yeah.
That was 6 per turn because it has
Demolish can be pretty brutal, yeah.
And Trump going for the energy, for the overcharge plays, because he is
He's still feeling pretty safe with it, yeah.
And right now he can drop 2-3 drops, and these Swift units are pretty good when one of the zones is completely free.
He's got all of them.
Trump even might consider sacrificing his avatar here in order to get in some additional damage on Lixia.
Considering he doesn't really have any energy cards here.
He can have energy cards with sparks, with a spark mage.
Oh yeah, with sparks.
Zap can actually target anything. It's one of the very rare spells that has no restrictions. He can target anything from anywhere, including avatars, and it has no local restriction.
Yeah. Oh, he's going for it, certainly. That's 2 zaps.
And he's going to use them on the...
the Rudra Knight.
He's in no hurry. So this is like just free damage on him, because he got a 2-3 out of the equation and he got 2 cards from them, which is really great value for him.
Dropping the damage on the enemy avatar yet again.
Dropping her to 1 again.
Yeah. That was a good turn. Over at Corrupted side, we see...
Looks like Corrupted might want to get some more leadership just to prevent that 1 extra damage from getting to him. He has to just keep in mind that even on retaliation, the Stinger will deal an additional damage to his avatar.
Seems pretty puzzled so far to me. Our Phageborn champion from last year, having a little bit of a difficulty right now.
And he decided to, and this is a subdue for Corrupted, using Lixia's ability to prevent the unit from blocking her.
Yeah. As you said at the beginning, there's going to be a lot of focus on destroying the enemy's avatar, destroying
Trump was a bit better at that so far.
In the beginning, yeah.
And if Trump can get rid of one of his, and right now it looks like he can't really get rid of both of his units, so he can't get another
Still
subdue.
choosing the attribute though.
He does have pretty strong options in his hand right now.
Yeah.
He might even want to commit to the right side and just rush her down because, again, Avatar Assassin style of decks have problems keeping the board because most of the cards that allow you to assassinate the enemy avatar are
Their spells.
their stats.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he chooses the trade here?
This is a favorable trade for him.
Yeah.
Because even though he has a vulnerability counter, he's not gonna die from that hit.
There we go. And still can't attack the... Well,
He might want to preserve the Stinger.
yeah. Yeah, because pretty close to subduing a corrupted Savitar.
And right now, Trump is pretty...
That's what he's gonna do.
Trump is pretty safe because he's already subdued, so he can't get subdued again.
And dropping in the trees with the Swift.
Corrupted
Corrupted
looking
thinking
to
about overcharge, yeah.
here.
It's already taking a lot of points.
Axel Displacer is a very
Relocate.
powerful card here. We'll see what he'll want to
Yeah,
do
what
with
will he
it.
want to get rid of?
Maybe it's best to keep it for later to find another opening for Trump to lower his guard. But Trump, when he comes back, he'll have a decent amount of health.
He's actually going for it. Oh,
He wants to he really wants to get rid of that.
wow.
And there goes the Willbender, stealing Trump's Stinger and maybe soon using it against him.
Definitely. A lot of thinking going into this one.
So he's putting some more vulnerability counters just to get rid of that Swift unit. And he's
Sacrificing his avatar.
And he's sacrificing Avatar just to get some board advantage.
Ooh, that's a pretty low core HP already.
And it's a very aggressive play from Corrupted.
Yeah.
I guess he's hoping that Trump is lacking some smaller units to drop, but Trump in fact has some pretty big units to drop as well. Also, Trump up with 7 health. Lexia is gonna have a lot of trouble dealing with that. Now up to 8 health.
Also, there's Swift here. He'll be able to clear the left side.
Yeah, he's going to develop the Auric Templar and probably another Swift unit. Because
Definitely, it's a tree drop, so
Trump was close to lethal, but
yeah.
I don't think he was close here. Or maybe he was. So with his avatar and an attack, 2, 5, yeah, he actually did miss lethal here. He just
like
had
it.
to attack with his avatar and empower his Swift unit. Right now he's choosing to get rid of his former ally here. Gonna force one of the zones. Using that Flame Spark to get rid of that damaged unit, dealing that 5 damage. And right now, Trump is looking really good. He's just 2 damage off lethal right now.
We know he can always put in that 1 damage from his skill. And the other 1 damage, I don't think is going to be a difficulty to find somewhere.
In at least 2 turns, Trump will prove victorious. But attacking with his avatar actually brought the Templar to Monster Slayer range. But I don't think that will help Corrupted that much, because he needs a blocker on both sides right now.
And also, still doesn't have his avatar back. Well, at this point, it doesn't really matter.
And we have a surrender from Corrupted.
Second match of this round.
Oh no, a little Oblivion on Oblivion matchup.
Oblivion matchup, yeah. Well, earlier we had mirror match with Saffron.
On Saffron, yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting now, seeing Jutug again. Jutug. I'm never gonna learn how to say his name. Oh, let's see. Trump is saving that.
Trump saving that Orniset from that Amino legendary that actually became a copy of him.
And he's a 6-drop now. Let's see what Corruption has in his hand. Trump's turn is first. Not really much you can do, just end the turn or move your avatar.
He has a 1-drop, a very powerful 1-drop at that. Warpling is one of the strongest 1-drops.
With Blink and 1-3?
It's a 1-3 with Blink, so it's very hard to get rid of it. But
also, another one. Going for the leadership.
Corrupted has a Warpling on his own. And attacking the Warplings with your avatar is actually very, very valuable, because you really want to get rid of them as fast as you can. Because they can
go everywhere. It's just blinking around. Vulnerability counter.
Getting that extra damage.
And there's a trait here. Pretty clear.
Now back to Corrupted. He's probably gonna go with the energy.
Yeah, he does have a 2-drop, but
the 2-drop is gonna be very valuable here, because he can heal his own avatar right now. And he decided not to play the Deny, waiting a later turn, because he's in a control matchup, so he wants to get rid of those big scary spells that the Jutug is known for.
Yeah, as we already see, Trump has one of those in his hand right now.
Meanwhile, Trump has no fear trading into minions with his avatar. And he's pretty much safe with his 1-2 guarding him, but Lixia again has that skill to nullify one defender, so she can attack. But
she's going for the core?
She apparently wants to get her leadership up. Probably to start clearing units as well. But a very weak turn 3 for Lixia here.
Yeah, very true.
Waiting for that turn 4 to start dropping those really dangerous minions.
And that's it. That's the only thing that was gonna happen. 1 damage to the core.
We can expect Trump to go mostly on energy
just
right now.
Trying to get that energy as soon as possible for the big spells.
Not even going for damage on the core, because he knows that in this matchup, your core life is just another resource. So he's
for overcharge.
For overcharge, and you can just.
Oh, there goes the mind control.
There goes a Willbender, and with Lixia's trait, whenever she hits the enemy avatar, she also has a free attack on the enemy core.
Keeper.
Now he has a Malefice to easily get rid of 2 of his units. I mean, one of them was his own just a moment ago.
There we go.
And he can go for another hit on Lixia.
Pretty straightforward. still not getting into the fun parts.
Yeah, we want to wait until the very late game, until things really pick up between these two players. So the fourth turn is very big for the Oblivion, because he has a lot of very powerful options here.
A Rudra Knight?
Yeah, Rudra Knight just trading up for a unit is very good here. And this ambush is actually going to see major value from the next turn.
We see that Orniset is available right now.
Yeah, but that Orniset isn't really as potent when you can't clear something at that point. But next turn he might go wild.
But we see Trump hovering over here over Cove Claude.
He might be thinking about the ambush the enemy has and probably expecting something along expose or something like that. Probably wants to play around it. He does have Eradication Ray ready, but he probably wants to keep it for bigger targets such as Orniseth, because he knows that his opponent has Orniseth in the deck.
Yeah.
Also that Devour Reality, which is a real just a panic button for him if everything goes really bad for him. Just restart.
He's thinking about it.
And he's thinking
it's not
about
really worth.
Eradicate.
Yeah, it's not really worth using Eradicate over here, right now. Maybe he could just use this trait and. Oh, Orniset it is.
And looks like he's going to. Well, now that he knows that Expose will drop, now he knows that it's not denied, and now he can Eradicate.
Oh, actually going for Eradicate. All right. And that's it for his turn.
And he can keep pressuring Lixia.
Just one more damage on.
Just one health on Lixia, really close to being subdued once more.
We're seeing quite a little bit of this avatar play in the last few matches that we've seen.
Yeah, this interaction between avatars is just another
way of damaging the core. And also disabling your opponent by making them unable to use their spells.
Yeah, one cool trick is when you're playing Vestige and you get rid of their avatar, in that turn you can fill their hands with curses, and then they are guaranteed to proc twice, not just once.
Yeah.
We'll see what they'll have to, what Corrupted will drop, because that Orniset is looking really terrifying right now.
Oh yeah.
He might even try to just sacrifice his avatar to get a very efficient clear.
Isn't that the second time this round? Because last match he did the same.
It wasn't this round, yeah. And he might be doing it.
He wanted to, certainly, we saw it.
Because he can safely develop his board after that. Or maybe he wants to just place another vulnerability and will let Orniseth, and he's going for it.
He's really thinking about it. And he's doing it.
Even though he lost his avatar and Trump drew a card, this is a very good trade for Corrupted.
Yeah. Getting rid of that Orniset was really good.
Now Trump is lacking some big hitters right now. So
Still choosing his attributes.
He might even consider starting to overcharge just to get to his end game.
He's still at a good position for overcharging.
I mean, a 4-3 is still nothing to scoff at, especially since he doesn't have his avatar to clear it.
Vulnerability counters?
Well, Trump might consider doing the trade himself. He has everything he needs to clear it.
Dropping some units on the lane here.
Right here.
And probably Enfeeble's gonna go up. It's gonna take less damage.
A double Enfeeble since he knows that his opponent can't play his avatar next turn, and he might even attack here, and he decides not to.
We're back to Corrupted, who has lost his avatar, traded it to save. Now we see that this unit can blink, which means he can attack the core right now without any restrictions. Though it is not swift, there's no reason to move him to another lane to attack.
It is just a 2/4 with blink, so the only efficient trait he has is against the 1/2, but he can still use his own Nether Spitter to add more vulnerability
counter, yeah.
And actually make a good trade. That will leave him out of Orniseth though.
Oh yeah, Orniseth is here as well. That's what it's doing. Yeah.
To go for I guess a better trade. Looking to play the Koran Battlemaster. Plays it instead of the Blinker. Still, I mean, Corrupted is still, he's far from being out of the game right now.
Yeah,
because
unlike the last game.
Trump's minions aren't really that high quality. And he lost the Orniseth.
Yeah.
But he has all the tools he needs to efficiently dispose of Corrupted's board.
He just decides to move.
With a Lash Caster dealing some AoE damage. Probably the Cove Cloud dealing with the 2/1, and then Trump will probably enfeeble the Nether Spitter for a free clean.
Easy clear. Really nice.
Maybe acquire some traps along the way.
And a few Klex mines.
And we'll see if he'll play the ambush right now or later.
I think he's saving it. Because there's not going to be any units that will attack right away.
Maybe he wants to keep it for when he gets another secret, another ambush. So
thinking about
maybe
his
he wants
Orniseth.
to wait for another ambush so he can bait his opponent into thinking that it's a mine and it's actually something else. Deny is usually a very strong ambush here because he can delay the big Devour Reality, but he's not really in such a good board to actually use Devour Reality.
Definitely not.
Trump really doesn't need to use it right now. We'll see Orniseth here. Starting
doing
to
his job.
Do his thing.
Still going for that energy. There's a Klex mine.
Trump thinking about his options. Maybe he'll go for another overcharge because
pretty safe right now. Hazarin is also here.
And this is really interesting. So he can use that mine now to actually completely negate Orniseth, because with the Tikri Ambusher he can deal 2 damage and the trap will deal the other 2. So he can't actually attack with Orniseth at this point. Which will also, but if he plays the Ambusher, then well, he can't play Hazarin, and he probably wants that Hazarin in play just to start getting value out of him.
Yeah, throwing the Enfeeble onto Corrupted's Orniseth. He went all face.
The double Enfeeble with his trait allowing him to use his
really nice.
avatar skill twice in one turn. And he is actually going to go for the mine.
Another one
and he's
here.
going to have another one for later.
Or... Oh, there we go.
Important to note that Deny only works on ability cards, and Kleck's Mine is actually an ambush card, not an ability card.
Let's see how it's going to play from Corrupted's side. Now he drew another
Induce Pain
Induce
to
Pain
add
here.
more
Also,
vulnerability. But right now,
ooh, Monster Slayer. But there's really nothing to use it for
Monster
right
Slayer
now.
will be very good next turn. So we'll see what kind of plays does he want to make with the he can actually have an additional attack right now.
Yeah.
So Orniseth can actually, well, he can't actually attack with Orniseth because he knows that Trump has Kleck's Mine right now. So he'll have to wait, but that waiting will cost him his Orniseth because the Trapmaker will just hit him.
There goes Idras. Pretty interesting card. Can be really powerful.
Let's see if he'll decide to trigger the trap now or maybe later.
Oh. Decide on a...
This is... Yeah.
Maybe
and there goes Orniseth.
There we go. He sacrificed him. And put in a blinker.
His board is still not that...
not
still
that bad.
Very threatening.
Yeah. So a lot can develop from this game still.
If the Idras isn't dealt with, she's going to completely annihilate his side of the Trump's side of the board.
Yeah, I can't wait to see something like that happen. Trump overcharging yet again. Well, he still can. I got some extra cards.
Trump not having really that good, powerful options to deal with Idras, and that one ambush is probably taunting him to play a lot differently than he would like to. He might even consider trying a Devour Reality here.
Yeah. He has two of those in his hand. Going face.
And if that doesn't work, then he'll just send his units to the other side.
Denied.
And unfortunately for Trump, that was denied this time.
Well, at least he has another one saved. The Kleck's Mine, as you already said, wouldn't have triggered it since it's an ambush.
And now dropping the big Hazarin.
We didn't really see...
And right now Corrupted doesn't have an efficient way to deal with it. I mean, he does have that Induced Pain, but he will still have to sacrifice 2 cards to get rid of Hazarin. But Hazarin is a big enough threat that he has to deal with it.
So far we haven't seen him do much because he was almost always rooted and just useless. Snared.
Yeah. It's because if he starts doing things, then you're going to most likely lose.
We'll see what happens.
So we'll see. He does indeed have to do it.
Oh, Monster Slayer. We forgot about that one.
Monster Slayer, yeah.
Now's a perfect time to use it.
Yeah. We just commented on that last turn that he is going to be very good next turn. And he's going to go for that damage on Trump's avatar. And it looks
This
like
way-
he's actually going to subdue his avatar because
this way he can
he's
attack
going to
again.
get an extra attack.
That's 5 damage and 3 more
And
from
he,
Idris.
And he just blocked Trump from using his Devour Reality for 1 turn. And Trump right now looking to be in a
Yes.
very difficult position.
Corrupted's board looking pretty scary right now.
He can't put his weaker minions in front of that Idris because she's just going to eat them and become
Yeah.
even stronger. Because every time she kills a unit, she fully heals and gains +1 power, and she can attack again.
And attack again. It's the whole pack. Yeah, if you have a lot of those small units, it's gonna be like an unending carnage on the board. Trump's really trying to choose the best option here. Sadly,
Well-
being unable to use 3 of his energy cards.
Yeah, sadly the best option here is to play the Beholder of Echoes,
Yeah, sorry,
but
man.
he trying to use his the Devour Reality.
You've done
But he
good.
sees that he can't use because his avatar is gone.
A lot of damage.
Probably well aware of that. The Beholder of Echoes not being able to return any energy card.
He didn't need a blocker there because it could have been lethal. There's enough damage from Corrupted to win this game. Ooh!
And there we go.
There
now
it
we're going to
goes.
see
I was just
Idris
waiting.
in full power.
I was waiting for that. Finally. And
Idris
it just
just
keeps disappearing.
Cleaning up everything, and that's a clear victory for.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong here, really.
Subdued, but
And there
Destroyed.
we go. It's 1-1.
here we are back at the casting table. We see match number Corrupted versus TrumpSC. And Corrupted chose to play
A
is
Vestige.
playing
So
Vestige,
he's going to be
Marion.
on Marion.
And Trump on his control deck.
Both decks are control oriented, so this might be.
This might be a really long game
It might be,
and a very interesting one.
but Trump is seem to be stuck with very expensive cards right now.
Oh yeah, that's holy hell.
Both-
That's very expensive.
So we're probably gonna be seeing just some avatar brawling right now,
Yeah, yet again.
exchanging hits. Even though Marion has a very good
Dropping that lovely flower.
that's just gonna keep on giving more flowers.
And also, her trait allows her to regenerate her core every single turn, at the end of her turn.
So any poke damage from Trump will be completely nullified. And this is a very efficient answer from Trump.
This is what you have to do. Because why would you let your opponent just keep on getting free cards every turn?
And the best part is Marion will probably delay on playing these one drops until later when we see some very powerful cards that
Yeah,
synergize
that can
with.
transform the whole arsenal into powerful either 3/3s or 6/6,
Yes.
or even
Yeah, she can transform them into 6/6 Deadwood or into 3/3
or
puppets.
3/3 puppets. Yeah, that's what I thought. And that's definitely what we're gonna find in that deck. Dropping that Enfeeble, and trading the Nether Spitter and Avatar attack.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want. He probably doesn't want Marianne to have any units on the board.
Yeah, that's true.
Because just poking her units is completely useless because of her skill that allows her to give a unit a regenerate 2 until end of turn. So it can be healed, but just at the end of the turn.
It's pretty neat. Personally, I love playing Marianne just because of that. We just, Corrupted just dropped a 4/5, attacked with avatars. And Trump's trying to get that energy up ASAP.
He wants to be able to use that dominate will as fast as he can. As soon as he can.
Yeah. Weighing in here if he should go for the Klax. Or he has a Voidling as well with Blink.
Yeah, that 4/5 is a really big problem here for Trump because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have anything to really contest it.
And there goes the Voidling. Probably a Klex Mine as well.
Just
some damage in there.
Damage.
And Feeble. And Marianne is quite low on HP though. I thought maybe he would be going for some damage into Corrupted's avatar. Instead, he's moving some units.
Both players going aggressively towards energy.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of spells played here. Klex Mine going off. Trade. And at the end of the turn, this unit's going to be regenerating 2 HP. So it's pretty nice. You get to keep your units quite a long time with Marianne. And just efficiently trade.
And now with Sabina, he's going to force Trump to go to the left side just so he doesn't start losing units for free.
Spike Trap going down.
And they're going to walk in right into the Swamp Animal. So yeah, this is why Trump really wants to get that energy up as fast as he can. Because right now...
It's going to be really tough preventing Marianne from building up the units on the board. Because it looks like, yeah, he has some really pretty high cost hearts in his hand. Not a lot of options. He can overcharge, but
he doesn't want to. He doesn't really want to overcharge here.
Energy is what the more important resource.
Definitely an ideal draw would be Eradicate here, but he'll still have to make way with the cards he has right now.
It's not a lot of choice.
Lamtaru is a good option here because Lamtaru can trade with both of these, and they're all infested. So
and she's not going to die from Spike Trap.
When they die, they'll be spawning some 1/1s for Trump.
Especially good if he's got the Tamer.
Yeah, he should probably remove this Blink guy, and he's not going to hit Marianne. Okay.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting. Is what I was anticipating last turn as well. Could easily subdue her and prevent her from healing and just trading into eternity.
He's hoping that this turn, well, Marianne can't protect everyone.
Yeah.
So
double Enfeeble, and that's the end of his turn. Didn't really manage to do much here. At the end, he did attack with his avatar.
Just to soften up both of them, so he has to choose which one to save. And we see that there's the major payoff for Corrupted. Just 4 more turns until he can transform all of his feeble minions into big scary Deadwood.
throwing in Acid Mist here, getting rid of Lamtara and the Blinker, the Voidling.
He probably wants to develop more cards that give him more units.
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
can
as we
just
see.
flood that board.
Trump won't be able to eradicate the 0/3 that spawns, that grants him the 1/1s every turn. Now he's got quite some board. Still no core damage or nothing too exciting going on that part. Trump drawing another 10 Dominate Will, 3 of them in his hand.
Well, if he survives until turn 10, then he'll be in a good position-ish.
Yeah, just need to keep on stacking that energy.
But
Not gonna overcharge.
Right now he's lacking
Board.
units.
Yeah, there's no
that
units.
lonely Cove Claw really won't do much for
very
him.
lonely. And he can't really clear anything with his avatar, so it's a pretty bad situation. He can double Enfeeble, but nothing much to it other than trying to get that energy up ASAP.
He can use the Cove Claw to get the...
He could have went for the Marion kill.
Oh, he actually can't because he has two
because,
blockers there.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And Malefice will
Even
get
though
rid of the...
He had a lot of opportunities to do so beforehand. Still got 1 Enfeeble left.
He probably won't risk harming his avatar here because there isn't really enough value in this trade.
And that's about it for that turn. He can't do anything else. No units. All of his cards in his hand are 10 essence or 10 energy. Pretty brutal to be in that situation where you're just waiting to get something good.
In the meantime, Corrupted still having a really powerful hand.
Yeah. We're seeing
lots of options, lots of disruption.
He's gonna keep on getting those 1/1s, healing up some of his units.
He'll keep healing his units and pressuring with the...
dropping in a curse.
4/5.
Or... he's gonna sacrifice Marianne to trade for the Voidling? I don't know. What is the benefit to this? Honestly.
Well, the benefit is that Trump just doesn't have a unit anymore.
He doesn't have... Well,
looks like Corrupted decided that...
but he doesn't know that he doesn't have any units.
Maybe because of the blockers. Right now Trump has very few blockers.
Oh, true.
And showing that he had only 1 play last turn shows shows Corrupted that Trump is struggling for cards right now.
Well, he's got 2 units now that he can drop.
Yeah.
Providing some protection here. Nether Spitter as well.
He overcharged because he just got +1 level of energy through that 4/3 unit.
Enfeeble.
And
double Enfeeble.
They're going to be battling it out on one part of the board, and next turn Trump will start showing off his
powerful
dominate wills. And basically he has 4 dominate wills in his hand because Beholder of Echoes will return 1 of them back.
And now we wait.
Now we'll see what Corrupted is playing. He's still 2 turns away from the Conjuring.
Yeah. He has 3 1-drops.
Those 3 1-drops will all become 6 6s.
Just thinking whether he is trading here. Daughter of Frailty.
Yeah, he really wants that Sabina
Yeah,
to live.
just preserve her. Monster Slayer? Well, not gonna use that yet. Can't use his neglection because he kind of suicided, sacrificed his avatar to get the board clear.
Trump will probably want to get that Sabina for himself now. Even with that curse,
Even though it has the vulnerability counter.
He doesn't really care right now.
And are we gonna go for the energy? We have to. We have to, yeah.
Because it can swing the board in his favor big time.
Yeah, he's still. Oh, he's gonna overcharge.
Yeah,
And
probably not seeing anything
Infester.
valuable right now with the Sabina. Maybe he wants her to become even more.
Well, he can get rid of the
just
4-1.
heal her a bit more and then steal her. Well, what he definitely doesn't want to do is lose his avatar right now.
Yeah.
Fortunately for him,
Oh, he's
these
not gonna
decks,
infest it?
fortunately for him, these decks don't really have that much ways to get through to the avatar.
Yeah, like we saw before, which was basically just Avatar Wars.
It's more along the lines of dancing around Sabina,
Yeah, I see.
really forcing Trump to
Double Enfeeble yet again.
double enfeeble and can still get rid of the curse.
And he got rid of her. But he's now at 1 HP with his avatar.
Fortunately for him, he still has plenty enough units to be protected from
Putting back
Marianne's
the
attack.
curse, infesting Daughter of Frailty, and that's it for his turn.
Still, even though he didn't use Dominate Will, he's looking for the absolute perfect time to use it. Meanwhile, Marianne is getting really close to her conjuring.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
one more turn.
Neglection. Does he really need to draw cards right now?
Well, it's more to block. It's probably more to just block Dominate Will next turn.
Getting rid of some of the board. And going in with the 1/1s. Already. Oh. Did he make a mistake?
Now Trump is forced to either use his Devour Reality, which he doesn't have, or get rid of the Neglection.
Yeah.
And
Still
right
needs
now-
that 1 energy point.
That Dominate Will really doesn't do much here.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of 1/1s. Trump is probably and there we
Overcharging.
go, a Devour
Another
Reality
one.
for Trump. This might be a really good
Now he
turn
can-
for Trump because Marianne did drop all of her 1-drops right now.
Yeah. And also, he's going to be preventing him from getting more of them because the 0/3 that spawns them is going to be destroyed.
Trump moving over to the other side just to be safe.
get a free
and
kill.
He shouldn't really be doing this,
But yeah, because he's going to use a.
well, he decided that he doesn't. Well, he's just gonna clear the board.
Oh, I guess he's saving it then.
Yeah,
Dropping in the neglection.
maybe he wants him to overcommit. Yeah, this is a really good turn for him to overcommit.
Another enfeeble.
Another clear. So he
It's
doesn't
so
actually
tough
need.
seeing all those huge cards in his hand.
He just wants to savor. He just wants full value out of every card he plays. So once the big conjuring drops, he can safely play his Devour Reality and be safe from it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if these minions have 0 attack because they're all going to be transformed. either way.
Right.
So whether he enfeebles them or not, it doesn't matter.
We already see both players' knowledge of their opponent's deck really coming into play here.
They've had a certain amount of experience so far up until this point.
Yeah, both of them playing around everything they can. And there's the big conjuring.
Is it? There it is. And now this is where the fun starts. Is he going to trade? Yes.
Just casually clearing the board.
Yeah. He can heal them next turn anyways. But we have Trump here. He's
ready. He's ready for all of this.
He is ready. Still needs that 1 energy point for the other spells.
And he might go for leadership here, just in case that if his board gets cleared, that Marianne can just finish him off, preventing him from accessing the rest of his energy cards.
And that's what we actually did. Taking that 1 damage to core. And
there's that big
here it
Devour
goes.
reality.
It's all gone. It's all gone. Hitting Marianne for 1, and that's it. It's like a reset.
Fortunately, Corrupted did save up a lot of cards in his hand just for this
situation. He still has little flowers.
But actually no payoff for it this time.
Yeah, because it requires a certain amount of time to get some of those. But yeah, placing them 1 on each lane helps out. Just putting that mechanic to have some board other than these
Both
little
players
flowers.
Being extremely patient.
Yeah, as we said, these are both control decks. And last game of this, because we had first time we had 1-1. So this is the deciding game.
Oh, and
Turkula.
It won't do much, but it will make his Cove Cloud a 3-3.
Yeah. And it looks like he's decided to go for energy, and he did. But he has 3 Dominate Will.
He wants some of that sweet, sweet value as well.
So we're just picking flowers right now, I guess. Putting down some board. Getting another Dominate Will back. It was a freebie. Nothing much to do.
Right now, the Trump can just keep on doing this.
Yeah.
With 3 more Dominate Wills, there's not much Corrupted can do around that.
He has 3 1-drops and overcharging. Oh, he went for leadership.
He probably wants to start getting rid of minions with his avatar. Right now he has a lot of healing in his hand, but you can't overheal.
Yeah.
And both players still at almost full health. Playing the Rejuvenating Ritual just for the card draw here.
Yeah. Got a hag. It's enough
And let's
for the
not
board.
forget that Marianne still has a really good board clear for when Trump overcommits as well.
It's
realizing that
so
he has...
Weird. So weird being so far in the game and Corrupted still being a full HP on the core thanks to that passive trait +1 regenerate every turn.
Well, one more interesting play is if Corrupted doesn't have that many cards left in his deck, then Trump can keep the curse around. and maybe make him deck out, because once a player decks out, he loses the game.
Yeah, that's it. He's thinking about.
He's thinking about adding some 3/3 units to his board, and that would be
But
very
he only has one
beneficial.
seedling. And a Cove Clod. Seedling it is.
Seems like Trump is going for a Tukrella of his own.
Yeah. Also, Enfeebles still available, but he will need all the energy for Dominate Will. There we go. 3 puppets.
Oh, he thought that it was only local, so he turned
Yeah,
his 5/5
we saw
into
that
3/3.
smile.
So yeah, that's nothing really that big, because he just missed a couple of damage. And if he doesn't actually play the Curse of Neglection, then it might be an indication that he really just wants to get him to deck out. Because if he starts overcharging as well, that's a lot of cards per turn.
Yep. Finally getting corrupted to lose some HP.
Oh, he's actually just going to play it. And the turn is over.
Overcharge, here we go. A lot of cards in his hand though.
A lot of the small minions, but again, no payoff
Yeah,
for now.
no payoff. Unless you can turn him into something beneficial. Which we saw how easily it went away.
Yes.
Another rejuvenation ritual just for that card draw. We don't really need that healing on the core. I'd save it, I'd say. Because once you start overcharging, you're gonna get more and more damage to your core.
And really, Corrupted not able to really play any bigger minions because of that Dominate Will. And if Trump has another Beholder of Echoes, that's again another Dominate Will.
Yeah, he still has 3 of them in his hand. Thinking of trading his avatar here.
And he does.
Yeah. Not really using any of his spells.
And that's quite nice card draw now for Trump. Completely disregarding the fact that he just lost 5 life on the core, but getting that extra card is going to really benefit Trump now.
Thinking about putting that Daughter of Frailty down on the right side.
He might still want to try to fake overcommitting on the board, just so that he gets another Devour Reality out. Opting to just play a single card.
Back to Trump. We see a little bit of a smile on his face. Curse of Weakness here on one of the puppets. And seems like he's gonna be going for leadership. Yes. Now he's got quite a few options, but not all of them are really beneficial right now. He's gonna throw back the Curse.
The Trapmaker is pretty decent here still. He doesn't have his avatar, so he can freely trade off some units, and without any fear that that Marianne will clean them up.
Yeah. Double Enfeeble or single. Oh yeah, on another minion. And
yep.
pretty efficient
Trump
clear.
Trump
Pretty
getting rid
efficient
of his
clear.
board, and a clear board against Marianne is very
It's-
very good.
It's bad, yeah. At the beginning, we saw how much of a powerful board he had, but yeah, that all... It was just a matter of time when all of that was about to vanish. That's the end of his turn.
Now we'll see if Corrupted is going to be pressured into playing the Curse of the Ancient Curse to transform everything into a 1/1 seedling. It doesn't seem like that.
No, I think
because he still has that regeneration on this core.
Yeah. He's thinking about overcharging. A lot of cards in his hand.
Still digging for that. For those payoffs. Not even a Tukrela for him.
Yeah. It's kind of he's in a difficult position when your deck is built this way and you're really not getting what you need. It's hard to dig yourself out, but he's gonna find a way.
And this 3/6 is this 3/9 is a really good target for Dominate Will.
He's like a meat shield. Also,
yes.
He can heal him up like nothing better for Marianne.
Yeah, but also very good for Trump because it's finally a target.
It's finally a target
for his Dominate Will, yeah.
For mind control. He really won't be getting like this late with that board. Trump's board, he really won't be getting any benefit from the hideout. It's not gonna be like even like this. He has enough seedlings. He has 5 seedlings in his hand. He just needs something to make it work. And Trump, on the other hand, full of energy cards.
And energy cards are really the biggest specialty of Oblivion.
Yeah.
They have some of the most powerful energy cards in the game.
Most of them being Relocate,
well, just
vulnerability
these,
counters,
Devour Reality,
mind
and,
controls.
Mind Control, and this Eradicate, all very, very good spells.
Pretty powerful. Can make a whole game turn around, which he did. It was just only a matter of time when it's going to happen.
He's probably he probably wants to go for that Dominate Will just to push some more damage in. Because he has enough. And there we go.
And what we've anticipated. Finally some core damage happening over here. And hitting him with the Avatar with everything he can and everything he got. That should be the end of the turn. Now...
This will probably force Marianne to use her curse to transform everything into a 1/1 seedling. But she won't be able to do anything after that except play a bunch of her minions to become seedlings. Although that doesn't really seem that...
And here we go. Seedlings are out. 1, 2, 3.
He has to put them out before because when he uses the curse, all of his essence will be drained. And there we go. Now everything's a seedling.
We've planted a lot of beautiful flowers. Treated 1 damage, Marianne. And let's see what happens now. There's nothing to mind control.
I mean, Trump is a really good position
look at that.
He doesn't even need that Devour Reality.
Yeah, he can really just trade that one on the left side and get in like 3 or 4 damage into the core.
Get rid of that curse.
Yeah, get rid of the curse as well. Other options. Plex Mine really isn't that useful right now because they're all...
that is a very powerful card for Trump here.
That was a good overcharge.
Very good indeed.
Throwing back the curse.
He's probably going to enfeeble some more of these plants.
Yeah, since...
Just so his plants survive.
It's pretty good. So, you can only enfeeble twice per turn.
He can enfeeble twice. Other avatars can only use their skill once per turn, but with his
there goes Hazarin.
Yeah, and there goes the whole garden of flowers.
Why did he just stepped them all out right now? Hitting the core. There we go.
Some core damage, yeah. And right now it looks like a really good game for Trump because all the units corrupted can start putting out aren't really a match for Hazarin.
Yeah, whatever happens, he can choose what to do. Either he can clear the whole board or just wait for some of those beefy minions to come around.
He does have a double rejuvenation ritual right now to get his core up almost completely back.
Acid Mist. That's still not enough to kill Hazarin to get rid of him.
I mean, he does have a Monster Hunter for a Hazarin.
Oh, Monster Hunter. Yeah, correct.
Monster Slayer.
Monster Slayer.
But again, that Monster Slayer might be just good enough to steal.
True, true. Got some card draw.
Forbidden Hex, that is a very efficient removal. Although not that efficient now, because it's most efficient when you're at 1 leadership, so it transforms the unit into a 1-1. This way it's going to transform something into a 4-4.
Well, he doesn't have any other way out than just getting some board. That's what he needs. Now let's see what's happening over at Trump's side. Another spitter. And
both players overcharge at a pretty high level and
yeah,
starting dishing out significant damage with them.
Yeah, with Corrupted not really having to be so concerned about it.
Oh, looks like he's going for the
ooh, he's going for the big move. Okay. That's it.
That's it for that board.
Deleting the whole board yet again.
Still pressuring Marianne because of that core regeneration.
Collects Mine really not that useful right now. I mean, you might just throw it in.
Better than nothing.
To be there, yeah. Just to be sure to have
keep
something
a clear
in the
hand.
play. Yeah.
And
overcharging
we see
again.
Marianne getting another one of her curses, but not really anything to use it on.
Yeah. A lot of energy cards right now. Spike Trap. Sadly, cannot attack the core over the enemy avatar. So they're just basically punching back. Not that useful cards for Corrupted.
Corrupted can still turn his 1-1 into a 4-4 if he wishes to.
If he wishes to, that's right. Infester. And
both players getting really deep into their decks. I really wonder how many cards they have left.
Yeah.
Because some of them might actually be close to losing, but we will see. There will be warning when their hands are starting to get too big. When their decks are starting to thin out. Here we see another dominate will.
Ooh, dominate will again.
Very good for Trump.
And getting that one Voidling down just to have some board. I guess that's going to be the end of their turn. Both players don't really have a lot. Corrupted getting another energy card. Acid Mist.
Acid Mist.
Another Acid
with
Mist.
double Acid Mist, that's 4 acid counters on that big turtle-like
and I
beast.
guess that's what he's going to be going for. At least hovering over it right now.
Yeah, he's going to go for it.
That's actually the only thing he can do right now.
And now we see Corrupted's hand getting extremely low.
pretty low on the cards. His core still
then
regenerating.
Again, Trump's cards aren't really that good as well either.
Yeah. That's just how it is. Like, right now, looking at the situation, both cores at 19 HP, both parties not really having that much board, not many units.
Trump right now should probably start putting out minions in both lanes, even though they won't have any effect.
Yeah, it's just...
They're still going to be really useful.
It's quite a big advantage, considering that Marion doesn't have anything on the board. It's quite painful to play her that way.
And we see Trump still trying to whittle down Marianne, hoping for another avatar subdue.
Nothing to enfeeble, sadly. We can't really overcharge anymore, or...
And there comes the Conjuring, the big payoff, and yet there's nothing on...
Nothing to conjure.
And Trump sees
just
that
passed the turn.
Marion just doesn't have any units. He can just start just smashing that core.
Time to go face, finally. After a long time.
Marion is all out of heals and all out of other cards.
And
there's another
we're
payoff.
getting everything we wanted, but at the wrong time. Trying to clear a little bit here with Marion. Throwing in Turkela just for the board. Having wasted all of those little flowers, all those seedlings.
All those pretty flowers wasted.
We spent so much time growing them, and this is how it ends.
Like this is it. This is going to be a battle of the small pokers.
Yeah. Slowly getting corrupted down to under 10 HP. And here...
Getting rid of that Tokrala.
Double enfeeble. Easy kill. It just delayed the whole process a little bit.
Yeah, this is like a really long game so far.
And
yeah, that is not something that Corrupted really wanted.
At all. Overcharging. He has 4 cards left in his deck.
And that seems to be it for...
Yeah, throwing in the neglection, nothing you can do about it.
And that's it.
Ending the turn.
Looks like Trump is going to take the game finally.
Trump taking another game. Just like that. We had a bit of fun.
Close.
Finally, we had a 1-1. Finally. We enjoyed the previous games. But this is it.
And that's it.
This
Trump
is it.
wins 2-1.